Hello, welcome to Kevlar's Quest, the Morning Life podcast. I'm Kevin Ijizi. Today's quest is the real clock we don't talk about. The real clock we don't talk about. So here's something that might surprise you. The biological clock, in quotes, that people always talk about. The one that supposedly means women feel this huge pressure to have kids before time runs out. That clock doesn't actually exist the way most people think it does. Now, let me break it down. If nature really gave women a strong urge to have babies, it would make sense for that urge to show up when they are young, right? That's when fertility is highest and pregnancies are healthiest. But the idea of suddenly feeling this overwhelming push at the very end of the reproductive window doesn't add up. Nature isn't dumb. It wouldn't design something that works against its own purpose. And here is another clue to this. History, for most of human history, women had kids in their early 20s. If this biological clock were real, we would have seen women having one set of kids in their 20s and then another big wave in their late 30s or 40s. But that's not common at all, which tells us that this supposed late life biological push isn't really there. Now, don't get me wrong, women do have biological rhythm, but it's monthly, not lifelong. During ovulation, women are more likely to feel interested in sex. Sometimes even take risks they wouldn't normally take. That's biology working exactly as it should, encouraging reproduction at peak fertility. That's the real biological clock. So what about the pressure women feel in their late 30s if they haven't had kids yet? That's real too, but it's not biological, it's psychological. It's more like a fear of missing out. Imagine realizing that a door you thought would always be open is about to close forever. That's heavy. And it's not biology, it's about opportunity. A lot of young women today want to experience life fully. Travel, careers, friendships, freedom. And that makes sense. But later, many realize that motherhood is something they don't want to miss out on either. That's why the urgency showed up for childless women in their late 30s, not for women who already had kids earlier. Here's the tough part. Biology does set limits. You can always make money, travel, or spend time with friends at any age. But there really is a point where having children is no longer possible. That's why so many women who end up childless didn't plan it that way. It just happened because the timing didn't line up. So maybe the smarter play is to flip the script. Now, how do you flip the script? Instead of waiting until later, it might make more sense to build family life earlier, when biology is on your side, and then focus on career and personal growth once kids are older. Because opportunities like work, travel, and friendships don't expire, but fertility does. That's the real clock. Not a ticking time bomb at the end of life, but a monthly rhythm and a psychological awareness of opportunity. And when we understand that there's a difference in this, we can make choices that feel less pressured and more intentional. Okay, that's our quest for today. Please and please, subscribe, like, and share. Someone out there needs to hear this message. There's someone out there that needs to hear this message right now. Maybe someone like you. Let's spread strength and clarity to those navigating this journey. We'll talk more in future episodes. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening and take care.